A local producer's program is next here on Oshkosh Community Access Television.
Hello, Packer fans. Welcome to Packer Talk with Green show this week. We had a bye week last week with my special guest, Jim Nussbaumer. Thank you very much, Jim, for coming.
How do you do?
My sponsors are Coca-Cola, of course, bottling the Main Street, and Ratch and Deb's Pizza, corner Merritt and Bowen, and Audio Plus out there in Kohler Road for videotape. I'm going to read here's a poem. You probably heard about this poem about Brett Favre. It says, here we go, Our Favre, okay? Our Favre, who art in Lambeau, hallowed be thine arm. The bowl will come, it will be won in New Orleans as in Lambeau. Give us the Sunday our weekly win, and give us many touchdown passes. Lead us not into frustration, but deliver us to Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street. Okay, for thine is the MVP, the best in the NFC, and glory of the Cheeseheads now and forever. Go get 'em packed. Green Bay! Okay, we really don't have a topo. We just had a bye week, our preparation week and stuff. And the guys are down in New Orleans and coaching. They had media day and stuff. And the Packers are in the Super Bowl, Jim.
Yes. Oh, yeah, undoubtedly.
I just got goosebumps just saying that.
Well, I was watching ESPN tonight prior to coming here, and a lot of the hype was, surrounded. The focus is on Parcells. Told you he was going. I told you that week 5 he was going to be gone. So also my prediction was week 5 that the Packers were going to be 13-3. I was right. At any rate, they were getting accustomed to a lot of things. A lot of them have never been introduced to with all that media. The focus was on Brett and, of course, Reggie. But a lot of the fans, of the 3,000 people they were there, they figured maybe 30 of the 3,000 believed the Patriots had a shot at winning.
Yeah.
And then were probably people that were related to the Patriots themselves.
Right. Well, Coach Bill Parcells is a great coach. He's been in Super Bowls. He won. He's 2-0 Super Bowls, and he's a great motivator, great coach, and him and Mike Holmgren are going to have a lot of respect for each other. And there's no mudslinging between these two teams. Pretty much everything is on even keel. There are athletes going against athletes on the field coming up Sunday, and the better of the athletes, which we all probably believe, like you said, 95% or so of people think the Packers will win this Super Bowl 31 down in New Orleans.
Well, that's a fact. But you can't rule out the Patriots, even though they have been, they come out with some with a decent record this year, and they are in the Super Bowl. They need to respect for that. But, their season was pretty much a lot like, I'm going to compare it to Denver because, they didn't really play any top teams, and the teams that they didn't beat by a lot. Bledsoe is very erratic. Yeah. If you look back at the last 6 weeks, Bledsoe has only completed 1 touchdown pass.
Yeah. 7
interceptions.
Yeah.
When he gets in the pocket, he's a Dan Marino. He's a killer with the ball. You flush him out of the pocket, he's done dancing. He can't walk and chew bubblegum, you know what I mean? Like Brett, he can go out there, he can run out of the pockets, he can throw across his body, everything.
Well, he's best on the run.
Sure. But you get Drew Bledsoe, and it's like he's got 2 left feet. He's tripping over it. Best thing for Bledsoe to do at that point, take the sack.
Yeah, we'll be taking enough of him this week.
Well,
they have a Curtis Martin, a running back, is a pretty good running back down there, and so they have a couple of weapons. But overall, we have enough defensive weapons to stuff their offense and come out with a convincing win that's coming up Sunday.
They stuff greater people than Curtis Martin.
Yeah. All year long we stuff runs.
Look at the Barry Sanders. We eliminated him. We eliminated the
Terrell Davis.
The Davises, and of course the big man Smith from Dallas.
Yeah,
you know,
he didn't get anywhere.
Effectively, we could shut down the run. We've shut down a short gain. We've shut down 1 inch. That defense is just unsurmountable. There isn't anybody around today in the Super Bowl that is going to beat the Packers defensively. The Patriots' offense is not even close to the Packers' defense.
I figured that the Patriots have to score 5 or 6 touchdowns to beat the Green Bay Packers, and they're not going to score 5 or 6 touchdowns against their defense. And, you know, we talk about our defense against the run, the defense against the pass. We've had 1 long pass against the defense and 2 long runs against the defense all year. The one in the Kansas City and the one in Minnesota, the 2 runs for touchdowns, and that long pass. And I think the first play of what game was it? The first play of the...
Well, last week against the Panthers, they got burned on a couple of good ones that were pretty long, 20, 30 yarders that somebody got burned big time because the guy was wide open. Yeah, we've only got burned a couple of times for touchdowns. But again, somebody fell down on an assignment or something happened there that went wrong. But you have to note that right after that, immediately, you know, within a player, the concentration was back, and it didn't happen again the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Watch for the Packers to shut him down. You're going to see Reggie get not only his Super Bowl ring, but he's going to get Bledsoe on. He's going to have him like a pancake.
In fact, I picked last week that MVP of the Super Bowl is going to be Reggie White. Reggie White's going to be MVP. He's going to just be like a possessed man out there and 3 sacks and a forced fumble. That's my prediction for Reggie White this week.
I really wouldn't even want to put my finger on an MVP.
We can talk. You know.
Right. There's just but even with that though, there's still way too many attributes to the team.
Yes. With
your Desmond, your Bretts, your Antonios, your Chemiras, your
Jackson, your
Leroy Jackson, exactly. Butler. You know.
Well, yeah, we got a lot of talent everywhere.
Everywhere you look, defensive, offensive, special teams, right down to Chris Jackie.
Yeah. There's really not very many weeknesses at all in there. If there's any weaknesses.
The MVP of the game, if you ask me, would probably have to be Mike Holmgren.
Oh yeah.
For orchestrating such a unique organization, him and Wolf and the rest up there at Lambeau, they finally did for Green Bay what we've deserved all along.
The fans deserve this.
Oh,
we really.
You and I were little kids back then.
You gonna buy some of that sod? You know, there's a guy in the audience that he's going to try to sell some sod out of his backyard. But take it, put in a bag and trailer for sale.
I've been coloring the boxes with him. What are you talking about?
Boxes with him. He's trying to make a little buck.
I've been coloring the boxes. I think he spelled Lambeau wrong.
Lambeau, yeah, he spelled it wrong.
But his intentions were good. You know, I give him credit.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, how about this the big tailgate party, of course, after the game, the parade and whatnot? Wasn't that really something? 1.5 million, give or take, 1,500,000 people called in for them. 60,000 seats plus for that parade and the gathering at Lambeau Field, and that's I don't know. I'm not saying that many call up. They probably call 2 or 3 times. So even if 1 million people call up trying to get tickets for it, I think that sure is a testament of the Packer loyalty and the people that want it. They could probably sold them seats for $20, $25, and they would have went.
True. I thought it was, very admirable for the Packer organization to put on such an ordeal and to provide this for the fans of the area. I mean, we are the best fans of any team around. I was a little dismayed as to the fact that they had to put it on a charge card. I heard a lot of comments off of the TVs. They just should have left it as an open, like a Ticketron format. You could go in there, you could pay cash or pick it up with a charge card. First come, first serve. Still get the $60,000. I was really set back. I mean, the Packer organization for charities get $5 for that ticket. Ticketron gets $2.50 carrying fee.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that?
Then there's a $1.75 service charge. Give me a break. They ought to just said, here it is, Ticketron. If it was truly a charitable organization type, atmospheric, motivated idea, Ticketron should have said, we'll do it for nothing.
Yeah, and
it's all going towards a good cause.
A lot of these kids, high school kids, 16, 15-year-old Packer fans out there, they don't have credit cards. You know what I mean? The kids in Green Bay could have walked up to the window and said, give me five, 6 tickets, and they could have went in, but they don't have charge cards to do that.
Exactly, but
what I mean? So I guess there's something, there's some bad in there, I guess, somewhere, but I hope that the money is all donated for charity. Even the money from how about that other money? The other stuff is going to be in their pockets, right?
That's in their pockets. That pays for Ticketron, and then wherever there's extra service fee, that goes to whoever.
Yeah.
But the idea and the concept is, like I said at the beginning, is most admirable because of where the monies are going. And the team as a whole, listening to the Eugene Robinsons and of course the Reggies and all. The team as a whole is really committed to doing something with and for the communities that they not only live in during the season, but even in their off season. Very committed individuals, every one of them. Very involved with children, church, organization. You know, not a lot of
nice people they are.
Oh yeah, excellent, excellent. You know, nobody's looking for the look at me. I'm the guy that you need to talk to all the time because I'm the cool one, or I'm the Hollywood man, or something like this. They don't want that. They just want to be there because they enjoy helping. You listen to Eugene Robinson.
I like him.
It's fantastic. Well, you've met him. You've met him. Just the aura around these individuals is just so sincere, and you can believe in these guys. They're right there for everybody. Yep. They're not there for the glory, the hype, the dollars. They're there because they love it, and they love the fans. And well, we're getting it.
You know, we mentioned early on the season, 29 years, Jim, since the Green Bay Packers and their fans had the opportunity to watch the Packers Super Bowl, and that sure is. I get goosebumps every time I think about it. It's really nice. It's just really unbelievable that the Green Bay Packers are going to be down in the Super Bowl.
To watch that tonight, like I said on SportsCenter, ESPN, it was just it did give me just a unbelievable, jubilant feeling to watch this and see our team finally a part of the biggest thing in football, the big dance. Yeah.
Big Cheesy down in the Big Easy.
Yep, doing a big dance. They're going to have the Patriots doing a mucker and a. I see they were practicing it now.
Yeah. Well, I got that down pat.
I don't think I'd ever. I don't know that I'd want to witness that.
You wouldn't want to witness me do the macaroni?
No.
The cheesy and macaroni.
You too. I've seen walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, and it's not all the.
What are you trying to say, buddy?
Hey, did you see my rattlesnake eggs in here? I brought them back from. Watch out.
But anyway, so one more game to go. The season really went fast, and we had a very exciting season. We can think back our season to the opening game against Philly at home, and the big Tampa game, opener, and all these exciting Monday night games we had this year. We had them 3 setbacks on the road, and just the MVP, the #1 defense, giving up only 19 touchdowns. The running game has come around the last 5-6 weeks. We had injuries with the wideouts a little bit and Chewy, but overall, the last 18 weeks, the Packers have showed the NFL and the world who really is the #1 team, and we are.
True, but they still have to prove it and come home with the big one.
Yeah.
And typically, as we know, watching Brett and the rest of the offense, Mike does script the first 15 plays, but you watch him and he comes out. Now, out of the 55 touchdowns Brett has had throughout the season, 8 of them have only come in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You know, and they start out a little slow. Maybe it's butterflies, and this game is going to be probably even more so as far as typical Brett Favre starting out like maybe a 5 out of 12 or something. Let's just hope when that 5 out of 12 or the 7 out of 12 that he doesn't complete, he's thrown into the stands. Let the people in the second and first row catch a ball from Brett Favre in the Super Bowl, as opposed to in the defensive hands.
You know, he's got, I think, the whole city of Kiel, Mississippi, where he's from, is coming.
Yeah.
He have his folks there and his friends and relationships, and so I know he's going to want to impress him. So maybe Brett Favre, like you said, he does start all kind of erratic and then balls high and everything else, and things don't click the first quarter and a half. But maybe Brett Favre will come out and just have a super day and be 30 out of 38 for 300 some yards and 3-4 touchdowns and stuff. So maybe he'll come out and really out of the gun and start really smoking right away.
Well, very true. I mean, you're looking at each team player gets 30 tickets, to go down there with their families and friends and relatives and what have you. And they already said that over and above the 30 tickets, Brett has got another $200,000 invested in tickets for people from Kiln, Mississippi.
Do you think he can afford that?
Well, I think with the up-and-pending contract...
There's only one other guy I know that can afford that. Who was that?
Reggie White.
No, Buck Tollard.
Buck Tollard, yeah.
That guy's got the money. He can afford that. I'm waiting for him to throw a few bucks my way.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking about I'm going to New Orleans, and I have to pay it out of my pocket, which is fine. But they came out today, support the Packer cheerleaders to New Orleans. Why don't the Green Bay Packer office come out in front and say support Green Man to New Orleans?
Well, Green, truth behold, too, I mean, you've had, what do we have now, 20 weeks leading up to this big dance, and you've had 20 weeks to where you believed right from the start, and I remember talking to you, that the Packers were going all the way. So you had 20 weeks, you probably could have saved about $125 a week, or set up something over at the Brenner Tank there and said, hey, this is send Green to the big dance.
I have down there people I work with, instead of putting in, what do you think they'd do?
Well, Mike The Buck man, you know, he's probably saying,
take
hey,
her out.
Can I have that cup of coffee you were going to buy me?
Give me that cup of coffee last, so. But anyway, so I'm going and we're going to have fun down there and just have an overall good time. And I just got to remember, everybody, when you go down to New Orleans, I have to pay attention. I got to make sure that I know who the real drag queens are and the women are. And I don't want to be caught in one of those situations where, you know what I mean, kind of. So I'm going down there and having a good time, and we're going to win the ball game and celebrate celebrate all year. We're going to celebrate all year.
It's going to be great. The measurement of euphoria. We were at my sister's house watching the Carolina Panther game. My sister is a converted Cowboy fan. Last year she was Cowboy. I converted her.
Oh, good.
Yes. It was a travesty all season long.
She must be the one fan they still got. That's the one fan that they got down there. She's a Packer fan. No, they don't have any fans.
Yep, that's right. Now she's with the Packers. But it was so euphoric at that house. Even the kids behaved and watched. I mean, you're talking 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Everybody was just so intensified on that game, and 3/4 of them, you know, were so rasped from the cheering and the howling, and it was just fantastic. And it's
euphoric. I had tears in my eyes up there at the game.
It was
very emotional.
Well, I didn't have tears in my eyes.
I had tears in my eyes.
I did look up a picture of my dad and said, well, this one's for you. It's a long time in coming. Too bad you couldn't see it, but we'll root for you.
You think they're going to, I guess the guy that cut down the tree in Berlin, cut the power up to 300 households or so. I guess he's in trouble, that guy. I guess he's not going to cut trees down unless he goes in the middle of the woods now.
Well, you know.
Cut the tree down and shut the power off to 300 houses in Berlin this past.
He did say, you know, thank God it wasn't during a Super Bowl when it was happening.
Oh, baby. That'd be a rest job there.
I happened to see that one, 300 people lost power to their cable. They're watching it.
I'd been through the roof. I would have been right through the roof.
I've been a little bit excited there, you know, watching a game like that. And as crazy as it got during the game, and of course all the interviews at the end of the game, that was pretty magnetic, you know. You just feel all the electricity and everything, and the excitement in the air in Lambeau Field. To be there would have been just a whole other atmosphere, you know. I've been at Lambeau wins and losses, and it's crazy. And to be there and witness and be a part of that has got to be something unimaginable. I know it was nuts at our house.
Let's get into look at the teams that we got here. Okay, Green Bay Packers. We know we had the MVP of the league. Our running game has just been super last 5 weeks. Our defense is #1 in the NFL. They give up the fewest points in the NFL. They give up the fewest yards per run in the NFL. We have, I think, we are the best overall team in the NFL, and there's really no reason why we can't come down and go to New Orleans this come up Sunday and come out with a win, Jim.
That's a fact.
There's really no reason why. If talent and leadership takes over, the game is ours. We have leadership on that team, from Reggie to Brett to Eugene and Leroy and the Frankie Winters now. And there's a lot of leadership on that team, and smart coaching staff and brilliant head coaching job. There's no reason why the Green Bay Packers should come out of there with a win, Super Bowl 31.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, there's just way too many weapons offensively. Granted, you know, they have a pretty good defense, and you can't take that away from them. They are not where they are at, you know, by being sloppy or undisciplined.
Yeah, Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells is just an admirable coach,
yep.
and that's why he's where he's at. That's why this is his 3rd Super Bowl. The guy knows what he's doing, and he knows how to get his people to do what he wants done. You can't take that away from them. Their defense, it isn't going to be a cakewalk for our offense, but for the weapons their defense has, we have so many more weapons offensively. Yeah. If it doesn't work on the run, you can still use Dorsey or Edgar out of the flat, little wide outs. You still have watch for Keith Jackson coming over the middle,
Chewy.
getting the big yards we're going to need. Chewy, they're going to bulldoze right out there, you know. And then, of course, they can't double-team Freeman all day long.
Horizon.
Somewhere along the line, and that's, like I said, by the end of the show, I'm going to make 5 predictions, and you watch. I guarantee you at least 4 of them will come true.
All 5 of them will come true.
Well, I'm figuring better than 5, but I'm going to just go with the 5. But, yeah, you're right. Rison is another threat out there. And just everywhere you look, and when we're down, we're going to come back. They're going to have Desmond Howard and Beebe running the ball back. The best thing for those guys to do is kick it out of bounds, take the penalty.
That's right.
Because they kick it to one side.
Put that Buck Tollard in there on special teams, and that Buck Tollard, you'll bust any cheese wedge.
He's his own wedge.
Yeah.
You know, he's his own wedge. He's a legend in his own mind. You ever ask him? Sure. It happens.
But no, We've really been effective running. Our punt returns have been super. Our kickoff returns have been nice. I mean, I really can't say enough about the Green Bay Packers as a unit, as defense, offense, and special teams. Tom Labat, the line coach, and Nolan Crumham, the special teams coach, and Johnny Holland, and this coach and that coach, and our assistants are just doing a great job. And the players are doing a great job, and we're going to come out here with a win. I just know it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to. Well, we as armchair quarterbacks can say we are going to win and be the sort of the Joe Namath of the armchair set, but Brett Favre and Reggie White and all these other guys are up there. They know that they have to work 60 minutes and pay attention to what they're doing. Don't play no sloppy ball, and just convert third downs and do the proper things that they've done all 18 games, and they're going to come out with a win. Don't do anything too stupidly.
This is the biggest game of their life, and it's more than just the want to win, the ring, the prestige. It's the will and the need and the desire, the burning gut desire that, it's just so overwhelming inside of each and every one of those guys and the leaders that are within the team, the Edgar Bennett's and the unselfish players like Leroy Butler and the Don Beebes and the Risens and the Keith Jacksons and Reggies. These people,
our team,
it's there, and it's a force to be reckoned with. Not that the Patriots don't have that same desire. You're going to go down to You're going to go down to New Orleans, there, and you better get that pronunciation correct.
New Orleans.
Otherwise, they're going to know that you're a foreigner.
I'm a foreigner anyway. I'm green. I'm from Mars. I'm a foreigner anyway. But anyway.
And nobody on this that's listening to this broadcast will ever dispute that, Green. Trust me. Okay. He's a legend in his own mind, but you are Unique. So trust me.
A Unicube?
Unique. That's just even the adverse of unique.
Oh, I see.
But the Green Bay Packer organization will come away with a win from there, and it's going to be a convincing win, and probably not like the 55 whatever shellacking that there was years ago, but you're talking probably a 34-13 convincing win.
Yeah, probably 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Rison's going to get one, and he's going to jump.
How high is that thing anyway? How high is that?
The wall's 12 foot.
12 foot. Well, the Lambeau Leap.
They do have a 5-foot section for you.
5? They better be about 5 inches for me.
Well, yeah, but I didn't tell you about the 2-foot trampoline that they have.
Oh, well, that'll
work. Get up to that 5 foot.
That'll work.
And then of course somebody to hold you because they know that getting up there may be a challenge for you.
And keep the people back.
Well, they're going to need room. You'll be just like Gallagher splatting that watermelon, but you'll be splatting your body on there.
I watched Gallagher. He's a Packer fan.
Why certainly.
Yeah.
So is Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, yeah. I guess he is now, yeah. Well, I voted for him. I told him that.
Well, that's good. But
anyway.
Being only, 60 minutes away from New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah.
At Kiln, Mississippi, it's going to be like they're playing at Lambeau. It's going to be so much.
What do you think the percentage will be?
Oh, I'm
65% packed green and gold there.
At minimum, you betcha.
Yeah.
You betcha.
I mean, yeah, our fans are avarice. Hey, that's avarice. You know what I mean? That's crazy and a lot of and stuff. That's. But anyway,
Foxborough. They are so distracted right now. The Patriots are so distracted with the Parcells deal, and of course the media hype and everybody bothering Parcells about it. And he's very animated when he says, "I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone." He got convincingly so with one of the reporters that continued to ask him. But with that, then you also have the problem of stadium there. There's talk of possibly moving the team. Owner says, "Well, no, I would never do that," but yet the community doesn't want to build them a stadium or assist in that, so it may not leave them any other alternative than to move, maybe somewhere else within New England. But there's
Old England, move to Old England.
Whatever. There's just way too many distractions right now, and they're not ready for us.
Oh no!
I don't care what they say.
I know they're not ready for me. Oh baby.
Well, we had a talk with Brian Noble and the rest of the gang that went down there, and we've all warned them that you're on your way.
All right.
And they're preparing Bourbon Street. I think they even got a little section.
Bourbon Street?
Yep, they have a little section cut out for
Section 8.
Yeah, you're Section 8.
But it was really, we can be jovial and happy and giddy like we are because we had a very good season. It's fun talking about the great season we had with all the superstars and everybody playing as a team and the people that don't care, all as long as the team wins, they don't care about individual stats and stuff. So it really is nice sitting here and just getting goosebumps and the euphoria of winning and having an excellent football team supporting back.
True,
Jim.
and
really
win,
is fun. It's
really
fun.
Win or lose, they're champions, and they always have been champions in my mind. Picked up the new sweatshirt, all ready for the big dance, and they're champions, win or lose.
Yes.
You know,
oh yeah, they are American. They're the world team.
And they'll be back next year.
Yes.
They're going to win it this year. They're going to repeat next year. You watch.
It'll be a three-peat.
Brett Favre's going to three-peat as MVP. Watch. He had 39 this year. He's going to have 40 next year. Trust me.
Derek, we got a couple minutes left, right? Okay, well, let's give me your five predictions, as you say, and then we'll get a score real quick.
Oh, like I said, the one I mentioned earlier was Reggie's going to make a pancake out of Bledsoe. He's going to get at least one sack. Look for Eugene Robinson to get a pick. Look for Rison to establish more than his credibility, as he already has. But look for Rison to get one in the end zone and make the leap. What else we got? Those three guys.
What running game?
Paul Howard's going to run.
How about Doris, what's going to happen in the running game? We can get 130 yards running. 100 yards.
Combined?
Are we going to get a team total 150 yards running, or what do you think? How many yards are we going to have running the ball?
I figure combined total running passing out of those two guys, you have around 220, probably 145 on the ground. You know, the rest in the air using a little out passes. They're going to be very effective. Like I said, watch for Keith Jackson. He's going to get one. He's going to get one in the end zone.
Yeah, boy. You know, we got
Chewy's going to get one.
Chewy, yeah. So let's.
Chewy's been a quiet dog all year long.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think he scored a touchdown. He hasn't scored a touchdown.
No, he hasn't. But watch.
Yeah.
His buddy's going to take care of him. He's got to take care of Chimera because Chimera's mad at him for shaving off his goatee.
Yeah, I see that.
And the reason he shaved it off, I guess he's doing all these commercials, so he's getting milk in his little, what he says, little cat that laid out on his chin there, that died on his chin.
Oh, okay. What's another thing you got?
Well, we had the three guys making the touchdowns. You had Eugene Robinson making a pick. Well, actually, that was 6. And I said Desmond's going to run one back, and Reggie's going to make a pancake out of Bledsoe.
And the score you think is going to be?
34-13.
34-13. I'm pretty much on the same. I'm saying 35-16. It'll probably be about approximately 3 touchdown win for the Green Bay Packers. And Brett Favre is going to get off to a better start, Jim. I mean, he's really the first quarter and a half. Brett Favre, I don't think how many 8 touchdown passes in the first quarter all year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hasn't been a MVP first quarter for Brett Favre. And I know he'll have the super jitterbugs with his family being close and a big game and all that other stuff. But I think Brett Favre is going to come out cool, calm, and just light him up. He's going to light him up.
I will agree with you.
The whole game.
I will agree with you. And if he does have any mishaps, it may be only the first set of downs that they would go through, and creating a success out of that first set of downs, converting on a third or what have you. It's like I said, with the fan support, and he's home. He's home.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like he was in high school. This kid is he's going to break some records.
They're going to have the. Well, they did pretty good last week. They did a pretty good job at coach with the Gatorade thing. Of course, it was all ice cubes last week. This week they're going to get the liquid and all over them. This week.
Well, it's going to be 60, 70, 72 degrees in a dome.
You're going to drench them this weekend.
Oh, sure. I mean, Brett Favre called down there and asked his mom what the weather was like. She says, "Oh my God, son," she says, "it's cold out here. It's 58 degrees." He says, "I'm wearing shorts, Mom. It's 58 below here."
Yeah, so we're going to say hi to some folks before you leave the air tonight.
Oh, okay, well, all my friends and over at Mercury Marine, High Performance, family, relatives, and, of course, we can't forget old Mr. Buck Tollard.
Buck Tollard.
And his family.
And I just want to say hi to anybody that's really watching the show. There's just too numerous friends I have out there watching the show, from Roger and the Dons out there and Sam's, I know, and Pete's and everybody else. So we got a wrap. So PACKERS Super Bowl pack. 31 is ours. 35-16 and 34-13. Any way you look at it, the Packers are coming with the win.
Have fun down
New Orleans and the whole baby. Here we go.